Hey there guys, Ballmonk4 here, welcome back to Twilight Azure Gaming, and today we have episode 7 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only Deck Building Challenge. Now, I would like to note this is an update really quick for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only Challenge Edition. The Challenge Edition is delayed because a pack I bought hasn't been delivered yet. It's supposed to have arrived already, and I'm in contact with the seller figuring out what's going on, if I'm even getting the pack, and if I need to delay the episode. But I will keep you updated on the next video if that has a significant delay. I am trying to solve that. Now let's get back to this series, the deck building challenge. Now episode 6, the duels were tough, and that's partially because I didn't believe much in my deck. And it's true. Before I could kind of grind out knowing I had multiple Meow Meow Mews, that I could always just rebuild the next turn. With not having a winning engine in the form of not having a complete Prank Kids set, nor having the boss monsters to get into with the Prank Kids, I find myself struggling and not believing. Even before the duels started, I tried to be positive, but in all the test duels I ran, I came across a lot of confidence issues within me playing. I didn't feel like there was much of a chance of winning unless my opponent messed up or bricked, which is exactly how we actually won, to be honest. Let's go over the duels, actually. First off, Corian, finally glad I finally got to duel you. 0-2, it was the first match was great. The second match, not knowing, I've never played against Altergeist, and to be honest, I never really looked at it that much. And so, one, it's got me very interested in the deck, learning about it and everything. But two, it was kind of like, the first game was weird, but it was very back and forth. But by the time it came around to the actual Altergeist coming out in the second game, I didn't even know how to counter them. So it's one of those things where it was a bad mismatch, where the first game didn't reveal any of the secrets how the deck works, and the second game I couldn't side into because I didn't know how the deck actually worked. I did try to side in some anti-back row stuff, thinking it was a meta stun type of deck, and it turned out it was just Altergeist, which of course uses a lot of traps, so I'm not wrong, but I didn't have any things to counter the Altergeist in general. Did I have anything in general to counter them with the cards I pulled? Sort of. Anyways, let's move on. 2-1 against Friendly Duelist. Friendly Duelist started off strong, and I thought, man, I'm just going to lose 0-2 again, that this episode was going to be an 0-2 party. And then he bricked and misplayed 2 games in a row that allowed me, honestly, to probably get a match win I did not deserve. So it was 2-1 against Friendly Duelist. And Jay Chipshow, our featured duelist, it was awesome to duel against Jay Chipshow. We lost 0-2. And so, compared to last week, the packs we get are a little bit different. Because last week we won 2 matches. But in those matches we won, 2 apiece and then won 1 in the loss. It was 2, I think it was 2-1, 2-0, and 1-2. So last week we had 5 free packs, which we get every week. 5 bonus extra packs that we get for each duel one, not match, and then we get 1 special product per match one. We only won 1 match, unlike 2 last week. We only won, technically, 2 duels in that 2-1 match win, so we only get 2 extra packs. Our pack count shrunk quite dramatically. Last week, we opened a significant amount of product. Or last week. Well, technically it was last week, I think. But last episode, we opened a significant amount of product, pulled really nothing. This week, we get significantly less. Instead of 10 packs, we have 7. Instead of 2 extra products, we have 1. Things were cut down dramatically, guys. Now, this week, let's be honest. Our goal, especially with the stuff we're aiming for, pull more Prank Kids, Battle Butler, try to get the other dropsies, get another Dodo Doodle Doo, maybe a place. We'll see what it has in store of us, guys. But now, let's watch the series intro, quick rules recap, and we'll be back with those packs. Viewers select which deck to build. Viewers choose which card or set to chase. As a returning duelist, what do? Working with what I pack, I scrape a deck together. I duel and I aim to finish building the viewer selected deck. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only Deck Building Challenge. Alright guys, so really quick. First off, Benji Boy decided to want to chase Maximum Gold El Dorado as a set. Well, unfortunately, because we only won one duel or one match, we only get to open one of these bad boys. But I'm excited because this is my first time opening this product. So I am actually super excited to open this. So let's not be confused about that. So I think I'm going to be saving this till the end. Our 5 free packs, just to try to double chances of getting a place, a Dropsies, or Battle Butler, is 5 Hidden Summoners. And then because we won 2 duels in that match, we get 2 extra Hidden Summoners. So that's 7 Hidden Summoners total and 1 Maximum Gold El Dorado. Hoping to pull a lot of good things out of this. There's a few cards I actually want that wouldn't even help this series, but I would use in other decks, being honest. Alright guys, 7 packs of Hidden Summoners. Let's pop these open and see if we cannot get one of the cards. Because we've opened over a box worth of Hidden Summoners at this point. And no place, no Battle Butler. Here we go. A Thunder Dragon. I needed one more to rarity bump this. So honestly, guys, some reason I don't think my camera's autofocusing. Hold on. Let me put it to, okay, there we go. All right. So we have the Thunder Dragon, which I actually needed a rarity bump. So that's actually going to be put up here in a win pile of stuff I needed. So we have the win pile. Circle of the Fire Kings, Fusion Recycling Pack, My Customary Forces. And in our first pack, in Hidden Summoners, we do finally pack a Brain Kids Battle Butler. That is beautiful. That is a big win, which means we get our first Battle Butler of the series, and it's right there in all its glory. I mean, honestly, having one it changes everything, I think. Moving on, we have Shiranui Samurai, Rivalry Warlords, Goes in Match, Princeton Pantalone, and Daki, the Graceful Mayakashi. God, that Prank Kids Battle Butler, man. First pack of the episode, we get it. Signals good things. Signals really good things. I just realized I set those off camera. Okay. Prank Kids Pranks, Manju 10,000 Hands, Shiranui Spirit Master, Propellant Contract, and Tengu, the Winged Mayakashi. Take that. The Mayakashi strategy is actually pretty fun looking. With that new card coming out, definitely would be interesting. Got a Fancies. We still are looking for a Dropsies, mind you. Nefties, Refusion, Chancellor, and what are the chances? I haven't been able to get a single Battle Butler. In this episode, I changed to needing 2. We get 2. We have 2 Battle Butlers. Shoot, just because our extra deck isn't the strongest, if we get a third, I might play a third. God, can we get a place? Preparation of Rites, Knight and Sorcerer, Spectral Sword, Flash Fusion, and Disciple of Nefties. I honestly would not mind a place. I would not mind another Dropsies. But now pouring those 2 Battle Butlers, El Dorado feels a little less needed. Awakening Nefties, Hand of Nefties, Knight and Sorcerer, T-Synchro. And what is this pack series? We get a Prank Kids place to go with our 2 Battle Butlers with 1 pack left. This deck is shaping up, guys. I mean, I have a whole other box of this stuff. And Dropsies, there is the last Dropsies. We've added 4. The only thing we need left is a do-do-doodle-do. Nefties, Ritual Forgone, Samurai, and a second place. I want to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I have a box I've been opening. I have 1 pack left in the box. Right? From this 1 box, I pulled 2 place and 2 Butler. What kind of Hidden Summoners box is this? We only need 1 more place. And then 1 more do-do-doodle-do. And we are, my God, this deck has shaped up incredibly. I mean, what else can we get to make this episode amazing, guys? Maximum Gold El Dorado. I mean, I'm going to take it off camera really quick just to slice into it. All right, there we go. I sliced into it. I mean, of course, I don't want to take off the wrapper off camera just in case, you know, you want to call shenanigans or whatnot. But, you know, that's only if we pull something good. If I don't pull something good, it's like, oh, whatever. All right. Whoop, I almost knocked the hammer. 2 place, 2 butler, and a dropsies. All right, guys. First time opening El Dorado. 4 packs. Put that right at the edge. Oh, these are really ballooned. This has so much air in it. Well, let's open it. I honestly don't know how this episode could get any better. We are Guardian of the Golden Land. Dropsies, we already got it. Starlight Road, not bad. Numeron Calling, Elixir of the Black Awakening, Dropsies, and Numeron Network. Nothing too spectacular there, in my opinion. At least for stuff I need. The Black Awakening is pretty nice, but, you know. Alright, next, Lost World. Collapsed Serpent. Oh. Fossil Dynam Prank on the top. Elixir of Scarlet. Torrential Tribute. Now, that's a possible card we might use. Weather Washer and Fancies. We're seeing we have our super play set complete of the Prank Kids as well as Butler. I guess the only thing we need would be a gold place, I think. Alright, Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend Abyss, Fireball Dragon, Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Baby Ceratosaurus, Power Bark, Evil Star Jolka, and Upstart Goblin. Alright, moving to the last pack, guys. Torrential Tribute, so far the only thing we pulled that might be useful. Here we go. Michael Coder, Numeron C, Numeron Chaos Gate, Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend King Calamity, Psy Frame Gear Gamma, that is big, and Danger Bigfoot. Yeah, actually, I don't think that'll go over there. Phantom Knight Silent Boots, and Dragon Knight Romulus. You know what? I might move that Upstart Goblin over as a potential card. Just because it is good. Okay, so Gamma will complete our playset. Torrential's good. Upstart's good. Thunder Dragon's for personal things. Don't worry about that. Place. Dropsies and 2 place, 2 butler from 1 box. And I have no reason to lie to you guys, but this changes the entire series. This episode alone. 2 place and 2 battle butler from 1 box. And honestly, guys, you can count. I'm not going to lie to you. You can count the number of packs I've opened, minus the blisters. If you count them, will be exactly the amount from a box minus 1. Should be. I don't think I opened any that wasn't from this box. Because you don't count the ones that were from the blister in I think the first episode or 2. I think those are all blisters. After that, it was from 1 singular box. And if you need proof, I can show you guys. But 2 place and 2 battle butler from the same box. My God, this deck is going to change. I need to go build this deck, guys. I'm actually super pumped. I'm actually going to go build it right now. So I'll be back with the deck list in a minute. Hey there, guys. So here is, of course, the gold deck list. Now, as you can see here, obviously this is the deck we are aiming to build. Now, can take a nice little glance at it. Now let's look at the progress we've made on it. The progress, guys, we have our complete Prank Kids monster lineup here. 1 Ash, 1 Nibiru, 1 Veiler, 2 out of the 3 place, which we pulled this episode, which is amazing. 3 Pandemonium, 2 Pranks, 2 Poly out of the 3, Call by the Grave, and Monster Reborn. At the side, we are still 6 away in the form that we do have Pinkertops, Lancia, Harpy's Feather Duster, Cosmic Cyclone, and 3 Imperms. We're still missing 6 cards here, but our extra deck is what's shaping up to be amazing. 2 Battle Butler, Rocket Ride, Weather Washer, Mew Mew Mew, Reborn Roaster, 2 of the 3 Dodo Doodle Doo, Bow Bark, Nightmare Unicorn, Totally Awesome, and Abyss Jeller. What are we missing? The 3rd Dodo Doodle Doo. And, of course, we're missing Access Code Talker and Predaplant, Bertay, Anaconda. So, guys, talking about the deck we're going to be using, here is the actual deck we'll be using this episode. Now, I have made some changes, if you can see. I put in the third Gamma and, of course, the third Dropsies, doing the 2 place. I decided to add Terraforming because we had one packed for Maximum Gold and the new Upstart Goblin, just for draw power and Terraforming to get into the place, especially because we don't have a third one. The changes you can see here, we moved Eater Millions, Gamma Seal, Ghost Belt, Vanity's Fiend, and Dimensional Barrier out of the main deck into the side. We also have Torrential Tribute added. Now, Hyper Racer Laser, and a few other trap cards, I removed those. I feel like Torrential Tribute is better than the other traps we had in the deck, as well as, you know, I took Eater Millions, Gamma Seal, and all that out just because I felt like this package would be a bit more consistent, I'm hoping. This may backfire because I don't have those get out of jail free cards, especially Ghost Belt, because Ghost Belt's another hand trap. I was thinking about trying to fit it in, but I thought Strike and Judgment might be a better option to still stay in there. Now, moving to the extra, the double Battle Butler here. This is big, honestly. Sliding these 2 in means we knocked out the Synchro, which we never used, as well as Sayuja Skull Dread. We kept in Bola Sword and we kept in Mud Dragon of the Swamp. I think the next time we get a, even if it's only one, if we get, depending on when we pack it, obviously, either a third Poly or maybe Thunder Dragon Fusion, I think Super Poly and Mud Dragon may go out. I'm actually thinking if I get the third Dodo Doodle Doo, I may take out Mud Dragon of the Swamp and Super Poly. And, of course, I'd have to slide another card in, but I might just slide in Ghost Bell or Eater Millions or Gamma Seal or even DD Crow into the main deck. I'm not too sure yet, but that's for future episodes. Right now, guys, this is the deck we're going to be playing with, and let's get into these duels because I'm excited to finally play with Battle Butler. Alright, guys, here we are against Mayor Tundra. Our Prank Kids deck is finally actually going to get to function with an actual Battle Butler in place. Now, we don't have all 3 place, but hey, 2 Battle Butler and 2 place, I'll take it easily. So we start kind of going into the newer combo. You know, just kind of pop up, make sure we can set up for that amazing Battle Butler to come in and control the game. So you can see here, they are on Phantom Knights, Demir Tundra. I love Phantom Knights. I'm really just learning how to play the deck. I'm building it myself. So playing against this deck, I kind of knew some of the points, but not exactly. And so it was one of those things where I was kind of trying to make sure that I could just do as much as I could without kind of, I guess, overextending in an odd sense. But yeah, I was certain that if I did everything right, I could take control of the game and make sure I can actually draw it out. So Cosmic Cycle in the wings, you know, I just knew Phantom Knight had a lot of great cards. So here I start trying to bait out some of the negates and the effects just to see what we got. And funny enough, it's one of those instances where I drew perfectly. So as soon as I saw Torrent Scales come down, I knew it was time to Butler. And Butler everything off, get to summon a bunch, deal some damage. Good day on the field. Bring out Raider's Ring. Of course, Phantom Knights is never down, never fully out. But here it's one of those situations where I was like, okay, let's just extend. I don't know why I didn't play place here, or why I didn't use it. I think in my mindset I was just thinking, I think my targets were low, and I think I was thinking, let's save it for next turn after I stuff some in. So Demir Tundra surrendered there. You know, when you draw and you don't have much going on, it makes sense. I've done it before. I think we all have. So this time, Phantom Knights get to go first. Bring out Brother Bardish, set Frogblade, doing Phantom Knight stuff. I mean, we can all agree we've all either played or played against Phantom Knight, and we know that they are just engine that can. And so, looking at my hand, I know I had some things I could do with, But I was sitting there thinking, man, am I going to fully be able to really break this? And so, I super poly, get rid of pretty much almost all my problems, get pranks, and start going to prank kids combos. PK versus PK. Except one's Phantom Knights, one's prank kids. But they Frog Blade, and I'm kind of sad, but I still get to bring out my my combo. I already have pranks, so I'm not too concerned about it, as I get to bring back and kind of just rework my combo anyways. And so I'm actually really happy. Set, hit. I take a pretty big lead there. Pranks allows me to stuff back in, and I accidentally draw another pranks. So this time I know I'll be able to have Battle Butler just in case I need it. And there can only be one, just to see if I can't control the situation. So I bring out Weather Washer. I'm just thinking do as much damage as I possibly could, because I knew I couldn't bring Butler out because I already controlled a Thunder. So Weather Washer was my answer to that. That way I'll be able to this turn literally make something that could help create it. So this time I go Borzord, thinking, okay, awesome. Big monster, go boom, and I clear their board. And I really keep forgetting I have this card because it is a good boss card I'm not using. And it's because it's not in the final deck list that I think that I sometimes forget I have it. But it literally wins us this match against Samir Tundra. Let's move on to duel number 2. Alright guys, so here we go. Second duel is against Jay Chipshow. First, I want to make sure Demir Tundra, links are down in the description. Just same with Jay Chipshow. Jay Chipshow actually played 6 Sam. I haven't seen 6 Sam since, I'm talking 5D's era. I'm talking old school. So when I was sitting here, I actually haven't seen 6 Samurai and all its modern things. So seeing a Link monster, seeing some of these other cards, I'm like, what are all these things and what do they do? And so I was a little cautious here. I was not expecting the deck. You can see the big rock there. I was not expecting this deck to main Nibiru. So after they went 6 Sam, I was thinking, oh, they got to play 6 Sam. I haven't had any negate yet. I'm just going to pop off. And then got Nibiru. But that's all right. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think I'm in the worst position. So, I'm pretty comfortable with it. The token gets absolutely destroyed. And, I'm okay with it. It happens. So I sit here and try to go prank kids combo again. Start doing lovely little things. Bring a Lampsies. You guys know the combo by now. Add place because I already have pranks. I already have all the Pandemonians. So this way it's just to help extend. And even though I could beat over Rock, I'm actually very scared of that back row, not knowing what it could be. So it's Burial. They bring out Deadbolt, and I just decide to blow up the field. Called by the Grave, negate, make sure there is no coming back, no recursion. So I decide, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Monster Reborn and Prank Kids combo go. Allows me to bump up my monsters. I kind of wish I had something to deal with in that dojo, because then I would have been able to get the kill there and finish that duel. But unfortunately, 300 life points left. They do Dark Ruler no more. Pass. It's my turn. And I just decided to put one Butler to defense just in case. Now, we're moving on to the second duel of this match. And, I was sitting here thinking, okay, there's a 6 Sam I actually recognize. And there's another one I recognize. Honestly, a lot of those cards, 6 Sam for me was old school 6 Sam. So some of the other newer cards, I don't have any idea what they do. And so I was just kind of I'm still hesitant and wary about it. But yeah, I mean, I think this match, and Jay Chip Show really agreed, this second one, it all comes down to one major card stopping everything. So obviously you see me here, Prank Kids going combo. Blah. By the way, have I mentioned Jay Chip Show and Demir Tundra? Links are down below. Amazing content creators, duelists, check them out. So I put away their monster, and I'm just okay, Pandemonium time. Bring out Butler. I have monsters out, and so Dark Ruler no more pops. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to solemn this, stop it, And that was actually, I think, the play that ended it, because I'm able to just attack. J-Chip shows now 3,100. Pranks allows me to recycle stuff. I have a blow up if I need to. And so they summon. They set. They pass. And I'm at this point just thinking, okay, let's go place. Lampsies. Phoenix. Pop the thing. And I'm like, let's just attack. They're able to bring out, hit, and go. Because I'm very wary, because I don't know how much one card combo this deck is. And so I'm very afraid. So they end up drawing a beer, and I'm thinking, okay, let's just go battle phase. If they have something, they have something. And J-Chip Show does not, and that allows us to win this and the other match, guys. Now let's move on to our featured duel. All right, guys, here we are. Featured duels, Friendly Duelist. Friendly Duelist doesn't have any links. So this actually was the first duel I recorded. I should let you know. Friendly Duelist wanted a rematch between Virtual World and Prank Kids, because they really bricked, they messed up, and they practiced the deck a bit more. I'm like, sure, let's do it. I also didn't tell Friendly Duelist that I added Butler. So they probably were expecting possibly packing one. So here I go, combo, And this is really the first time I'm playing with this on an online simulator. So it's one of those things where it's like, I'm at this point, I'm still making sure I get used to everything. And so this was my first duel. Also, I'm using the simulator. It's not as quick as Yugioh Pro. And I'll honestly say that this simulator, when it comes down to it, is not as smooth. But Friendly Duelist didn't want to use a mic, and I thought, you know what? Because I beat them in the last situation with my win last game, let me get the win that got me the maximum gold, which gave me some cool stuff. But the two duels, one really gave me the packs, which allowed me to get the extra Butler into place. And so I really felt like Friendly Duelist deserved this even without a mic. So this will be our first duel without the opponent on a mic. And so Friendly Duelist, funny enough, if you will see actually in a minute, there was a punishment. And the punishment was, if I lost, well, I had to cut my own hair. It happens, but the question is, do I lose? Because I have a card that's so powerful that they're not expecting. So I'm sitting here letting them go through everything, go through all their combos, right? And they go Utopia Beyond, and I'm just sitting here patiently. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get rid of this Chuche. I do not want it to activate, because Chuche is literally my biggest fear. And so I just decide, you know what? Time for Butler. Time to blow stuff up. I should have actually, I think, went Prank first, but I just got too excited that I kind of just was like, okay, time to Butler. And so, obviously, I get all my amazing effects. I didn't shuffle everything correctly back in, but it happens. As I said, I'm still trying to get used to this deck fully. So I'm Mew. I'm able to start kind of, I don't want to say fully going off, but add another Pandemonium to hand. And so I popped thinking, okay, it's time to bring out the second Butler. Reveal the full power of this deck. Which maybe I shouldn't have, to be honest. But I popped one to destroy, attack for 335, and start to get stuff back into my, deck. So I'm able to build another Butler if I need to. So they potted Desires. They're down to 2 cards. I ash it. And I think it's just because they're running out of cards to use. So they do have a Chuche up. But for the most part, they're down to 9 cards. And, at this point, it's kind of like, okay, what kind of combos can you pull out? And so I just decide to pop Butler. And so Nan goes, so you're able to put a card back. Okay, cool. But yeah, at this point, Friendly Duelist is in a tough position. As I thought, they'd get rid of Butler. I just decided to bring back Do because honestly, 4,500, 2K body, 15 on board. I was like, okay, let's see. Now, honestly here, Chuche does scare me quite a bit. But I decided to bring out the other Do because it would allow me to kind of continue to cycle and get some other things out onto this field. So I'm sitting there and I just decide, you know what, Nightmare Phoenix, get rid of that, get rid of the Chuche, because the Chuche is really the big thing that scares me. So hit, they're down to 600. I have multiple negates on board. I am not too concerned about this deck trying to pop off. They set. Summon Lulu. I'm just, I'm like, I'm just going to judgment it. And my turn, I'm like, okay, just in case they have something, just try to pop one randomly. And yeah, attack directly, win that. And so honestly, guys, first 2 duels, we won. Demir Tundra, J Chip Show, thank you for the duels. Links in the description below. They are awesome. I can say it infinite times. And we have not lost with Butler in our deck, which is a great sign. Now, Friendly Duelist does have one very powerful card. And there it is. This card destroys our deck. And I did side for it, actually. I figured that as soon as they saw the 2 butlers, that Shen would be the issue. And then I realized, yeah, that Walking Macrocosmos. I'm sitting here trying to think, what can I do? And so there can only be one. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to control at least how many monsters they have on. But they have a 2800 Walking Macrocosmos that is going to smack me in the face. And so they return Fansies, which is, I think they misclick there. But I was sitting there and I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do here? I get ashed. I'm thinking, this is great. I have nothing I can do. Set, pass. And honestly, this is where everything goes bad. This card, Chuche, just this combo of just being able to pop all my cards is just absolutely horrible. Right when I think I'm in some sort of clear, I just think, oh, okay, so they get to constantly have fodder to pop anything that's face up, and they're able to make pretty big things. So here, obviously, bring out Gothams, get rid of my last card. I'm literally down to a place and a face down against a Shen and a Chuche. So, boom, there goes my guy. Draw, ooh, Upstart Goblin. Wouldn't mind, I don't know, something that could help. Nope, set, pass. Opponent's turn, they draw. And I think at this point, Friendly Duelist is pretty confident because they have everything they need in the grave to constantly have options. Chuche is getting constant stuff to be able to just pop. They're constantly bringing back cards. I mean, Friendly Duelist in this duel right here is in a great position. So Cloud Castle is brought out. I think they're going to be trying to go for a combo. And so I bring place just to get something. I'm like, okay, set. Just so I have some sort of defense. Opponent's turn, and exactly what I thought it was. Banish, able to bring back. And, oh, I guess not. I think this is, am I thinking about the next match? But yeah, okay, it's my turn. I'm down. I set one. I'm at 6,200. They have 28 beater. But, GG. I think they accidentally set GG is the thing I was remembering. I think they actually said that they meant to special summon and they click set, which happens. But Stardust Charge Warrior, nothing like a big plus to draw a card. They're returning cards. They have such a flow going right now. They understand the deck. And in this instance, they bring out to draw and they're getting incursion. And here they bring out Blathnir. Blathnir removes, gets a banish. And they go in to absolutely wipe my clock, moving to duel 3 of the match. Now, in this next duel, I'm like, okay, I go first. And I was hoping to see one of my cards that could help me, But as you can see so far, I still haven't seen any of the cards, So I decided to Ash the Gamma. And I totally forgot Ash doesn't destroy. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh man, they're just going to Gamma again. And as soon as I clicked it, I knew I felt like an idiot. So I was like, okay, well, at least I can summon all the good that does. And they Nibiru'd. And I'm like, okay, well, this is not a good situation. And I think that's because they wanted the driver, just in case they had another Gamma in hand, which I can't remember if they did or not. But I think the reason they did that is to save the driver so they could Gamma again. But, you know, here I am with a 4,500 attack token in defense with 1,000 defense. And they're able to set up. My combos have been stopped with multiple negates at this point. I was kind of dumb to Ash the Gamma. For some reason, I completely screwed up. But yeah, Stardust Charge Warrior. I was like, you know what? I'm going to effect fail that. You're not getting any cards. I'm not letting that happen. And I was like, okay, there goes the token. I take 3k to the face. This is not going good. But hey, it's not Shen Shen. So, could be worse. So here I am, draw phase. I'm super poly. I was like, nothing there. And I was like, oh, awesome. I don't have, you know. And there's JJ. I was like, oh, great, JJ. No. The funnest card in his deck. And unfortunately, he is just going to go get another one. So even though I pop one, I have to deal with second one. Pop off, go into Shen Shen, my worst enemy. And I knew at this point, I am pretty screwed. 2 3Ks on the field, 2 Shen Shens, and I get a Solemn Strike. I'm like, okay, that's cool with 500 life points, and I get attacked and I lose, which means I will have to face the punishment of cutting my own hair, guys. You will enjoy that in the outro. Thank you, Friendly Duelist. Thank you to Mir Tundra. Thank you, Chip Show, for the duels. Let's move on to the outro, guys. Alright guys, we are done with all 3 duels. As probably mentioned before, the feature duel was actually recorded first. But if you notice, there's something different. My long hair is gone. Well, funny enough, as you guys know, the feature duel had a challenge. This is the result. Please be gentle with your comments about my hair and the fact I cut it myself. But alright guys, let's actually talk about the impact of our polls this episode. Battle Butler, place. Getting 2 of each revolutionized our deck. And I'm actually amazed. It's actually from one box, guys. This is not a lie. I have bought 2 boxes, besides the blisters that you saw at the beginning of the series. I actually bought 2 boxes of Hidden Summoners. Because I heard that you'd get maybe 1 Butler, 1 place per box. This box gave me, I've been opening up since the blisters, this first box. I think I actually only have 1 pack left in this box. Out of this box, I pulled 2 Butler and 2 place, as well as a Gold Sark. So I'm actually very pleased. Not to mention, I already bumped all 3 of my Thunder Dragons to the rare, or the super rare, I mean. And so I'm actually quite happy with this box. So when it comes down to it, guys, Butler, place, revolutionized the deck. And we saw that in the duels. Honestly, I know we just recapped, but 2 2-0s back to back, and the deck seemed to flow a lot better. Yeah, we don't have all the reoccurring cards as Thunder Dragon Fusion. We still don't have Predaplant, Verte Anaconda. We don't have Access Kotaka, but we have Butler, and that changes the deck. We have Place, which gives us more searches. That's pretty much our field rota. And so when it comes down to it, guys, those polls changed our deck completely. And the duels you could see, 2-0, 2-0 against Demir Tundra, J Chip Show. Links are down in the description below. Thank you, YouTube, for dueling. Feature duel against Friendly Duelist. First round, we were confident. But Shen Shen was an arch nemesis that we just could not best this episode. And I did side cards into the deck. I know I don't show the siding, and maybe I should. And I know with the feature duel, there was no actual recording with Friendly Duels because they didn't want to record, but they wanted to be the feature duel because they wanted to get another chance with Virtual World. And I mean, Virtual World beat us. Shen Shen was a powerful card, and we were completely destroyed those last 2 games against them. Those last 2 duels in the match, just we couldn't handle Shen Shen. And when we finally did get away with it, of course it came back. And it was definitely a thorn in our side. And it's amazing how none of the cards I actually sided in that would have helped appeared. It was actually very unfortunate. But honestly, guys, I think this episode went by great. I think that, you know, we won 2 matches, lost the third. But when it comes down to it, seeing we won 5 of the duels or rounds means we'll have a lot of extra packs to open to try to get a 3rd place. We completed our Pranks Kids core. With the 2 duels or 2 matches we did win, depending on the chase card and everything, Maximum Gold El Dorado allows us to go after Verte Anaconda, will allow us to go after access code, will let us go after possible place or other cards that comes in El Dorado that could be helpful. So I'm actually really pleased about that. I mean, when it comes down to it, guys, this episode was big for us. It changed the landscape and the future of this series, and it's moving us in a positive direction where now we can actually go after those other cards. But hey guys, please like, subscribe, share, spread the word that this deck and this series is actually finally moving forward. And remember, top like comment gets to choose the next chase card / set. So if you want us to chase after those Thunder Dragon fusions, access code, Predaplant Anaconda. Verte Anaconda. Why do I keep wanting to say Verte Predaplant Anaconda? It's Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Anyways, honestly guys, there's a lot to chase. And until next time, tag out.